Hello, people of Manchester, people around the world. Manchester United have beaten Barcelona 2. That's right, I said it, and I'll say it again. We've beaten Barcelona 2-1 at Old Trafford. A momentous win, if that's even a word for United. Absolutely unreal. We're going to dive into the performance with the lads, but we've got Adam, Chivy, and Sam to discuss that absolute. I mean, Sam, what did the title say again? Brazilian. Tell me again.
Barca bested by Brazilian brilliance.
There we go. There we have it. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, me and Adam have done a lot of talking during that watch along, a lot of screaming, and a lot of other stuff. So I'll start with you, Chivy. Talk to me about that performance, mate.
Amazing. Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Casemiro, that triangle at the back was amazing today. Like, they kept us in the game. I know at the end of the first half, the commentators were saying stuff like, "Yo, United aren't playing really well." We were comfortable. The only reason is just because Bruno gave away a penalty and Barcelona kind of grew in the game, but we were comfortable the whole time. And I said it in the chat that all we needed was just pace in behind. Yeah. And I knew Ten Hag had, it was, Frankie de Jong was having too much time on the ball. The defenders, Christensen, they weren't bothered by pace. Rashford was out on the left. It was just Weghorst and Bruno making those runs. And I knew that once we had some pace in, it was going to be an easy win. And he made the changes in halftime, and it was like instant.
Yeah.
So yeah, credit to him. What a game. I mean, I can't believe we've actually gone and done it. Beat Barcelona. And I just wanted this to finish in 90 minutes so that we can have the rest and then we can focus on Newcastle. So yeah, I'm chuffed. I'm amazed. Yeah. Sam, over to you, man.
Yeah, over live from Manchester. Sam, we're going to dive into all the details of the penalty, individual performances, all that stuff, but just your overall feeling right now after that victory.
In disbelief. Ten Hag is changing fucking lives right now. Honest to God, I was like, I could not believe where we've come from last year to here. We're beating Barcelona in Old Trafford, and like Chivy said, comfortably. That we didn't seem in any danger at any point really during that game. Lisandro, Varane, I fucking love that man. I love that fucking man. Even though it turned out he was offside that fucking last minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. And Fred again.
Huge.
Like I can't put my head together right now of how happy I am. I'm so fucking happy. I love it.
Especially before a cup final as well, Adam. Just before you're about to play a huge game in United's history. I haven't won a trophy in 5-6 years, but it's been to go get that win against Barca. You can only imagine how the players are feeling right now in that dressing room, innit?
Exactly, momentum, and that's what Ten Hag always talks. You've got to build form, and we've managed to actually do that. I was a wee bit worried at halftime, but we talked about it at halftime during the watch along, and he always delivers. Like, he changes the whole team. The team changed up. He put Rashford up top, created space. I thought Anthony tonight, game changer, but the momentum from that win, you've seen the spirit at the end, all the players celebrating with the fans going into that final. That is going to be huge. Like, I know we're talking about, is it a disadvantage playing a game a couple of days before? Could be an advantage too, with the momentum you take from that and the absolute the lift you get from beating one of the best teams in Europe too.
Yeah, and you've got, think of the people out there. I know Ten Hag won't be asked about winning, but you've got a load of ex-legends there. Rio was there, Scholes, Van Persie, Hargreaves, Fergie in the stands. Like, they would have been watching that and been like, mate, it's like I've just gone back, like in a time capsule, and how United was, when we was there. It was unbelievable performance. Not so much that the first half. I want to go through it again, as always. Try and go through it chronologically. We weren't like this after the first half, lads, because Chivy obviously said that, the performance is a bit subpar, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got it wrong in terms of, the way they lined up. Our main threat, which
not
is
a dildo. Pointing that out. You look like it from behind. I'm just pointing that out.
Some serious analysis here. He goes, not a dildo. Right, cheers.
Yeah, I mean, our main threat was Marcus Rashford, and he was kind of quiet because he was on the left, and Barcelona kind of blocked those channels from the balls going in. So we tried to cover Bruno on the right, and he was lacking that pace to actually, get it in. Casemiro slipped to him earlier, and he could have had the ball. Van Persie said he could have had the ball a little bit inner towards the goalkeeper, because when he went a bit forward, it kind of narrowed on the angle. So the keeper saved it. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, but we weren't rubbish. It was just a tactical change that was needed. But we were comfortable at the back, and apart from the penalty, they didn't really have that many chances. And we limited Rafinha from shooting from outside the box, which is a field day any day for David De Gea if he needed to make any saves anyway.
Which he did.
Which he did, yeah. No, but like in the first half.
Yeah.
But I didn't think we were terrible. I knew that there was a lot to work with. I knew that because I could see De Jong getting a lot of joy. Yeah. The pace wasn't bothering him. Christensen was cool with the pace with Weghorst. And I wrote in the group chat, I was like, yeah, we just need pacing behind. We need to get either Weghorst off and put Anthony on. And possibly, I don't know, get Garnacho on or something, and then move Rashford in. And those are the changes that we needed to make, and we made them. I just need Fred to give me 90 minutes, for once, because most times he's 45 minutes of joy and then just 45 minutes of average. I just need him to give me 90 minutes. I have to say also about Bruno, I really, really like him as a captain, but sometimes I think he needs to get his emotions in check. He could have easily, because Balde got the better of him early on. Like Balde was giving him a lot of problems, and I could see it get to him. And I kept screaming at TV, just keep your head calm, like just calm down. Yeah. But overall, I think we're in that bad. I mean, it's normal. It's we can't be brilliant for 90 minutes every single game. So I wasn't too disheartened, and I knew that we were going to come back.
No, I think that's a fair assessment. I felt like we was wrongfully done a little bit by the referee in that first half, Sam. Obviously, the highlight of that as well was the penalty decision. What were your thoughts when the ref gave that?
Soft penalty, really, really soft penalty. Like, I don't know. It's annoying as well because VAR can't step in because it's not an obvious error, which is a weird fucking thing. And then literally about, was it like 2 minutes before, Rashford is fouled on the edge of the box. Clear foul, pretty much almost an exact carbon copy of the Koundé one at the Nou Camp. Not given, nothing. And then he goes and gives that. It's just like, I don't understand that decision. I really don't understand that decision. It's fucking...
I think it was a foul, though. I think it was a foul. Like, I think it was a correct call. Because he held on for too long. He held on for too long.
Soft for me, way too soft.
It was. He had to give it. He held on. I mean, if he held on and left him, but
I don't think he was tugging him though. I felt like he was just guiding him. Like, his hand was on, but he weren't like that. He was like.
He was like,
you know what I mean?
Like, he was trying to shift him round, wasn't he? He was trying to get round him. Yeah, shift him round.
I think he made the decision easy for the referee by holding on just a couple of seconds too long. The first pull would have been okay, but anyway, it's my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
There's quite a few people in chat. Let's read out some comments. Debbie Chi, United, going on for about 3 sentences. George Thompson, Fred again. Dave Lewis, shout out to Dave Lewis. In the words of Erik ten Hag, they can play fucking good football. Yes, they can. Shah Sam, don't think I'm going to sleep tonight. Way too happy. Same, mate. Absolutely same. Tadmore McGlashan, MU is no fucking joke. Aaron Gregory and Eric, we trust. And then Kylian Mbappe, I don't think it's the real one. We are Manchester United.
Hey, so, could be killing. What are we cooking? I seem to remember Erik ten Hag as well saying at the very start of the season. I don't know if you remember the quote, lads, where he says a coach can't perform magic, and he was clearly lying.
He fucking has,
because he has got a wand for what he's done in the short space of time. He's been breathtaking. Take me back to that first half, Adam. Our thoughts at the time. What was he discussing as he was going in? Because kind of a little bit of a blow. Lewandowski scoring a penalty. Then we still felt like something could possibly change, didn't we?
Not like at times during that first half, like it deflated balloon. It did, especially when that penalty went in. And I know during the watch along, our opinion was it wasn't a penalty. I still think it was very, very soft. A soft call from the ref, and at times it felt like we were against 12 men. He was given every time a Barcelona player, came in contact, I suppose, just even bouncing their bodies against the Manchester United player, they went to the ground and they won a free kick. But football is a game of two halves, and we know that under Ten Hag he can change and he will change, and he made the right changes. He took Weghorst off at halftime, didn't he? And he put Rashford through the middle, and that was a big moment. It kind of stretched the Barcelona backline. It did, and I'm not too sure Xavi was expecting that because that second half it was just so different to the first. Barca were never really in it, and their best chance at the end of the day was it was an offside in the build up to it, so it wouldn't have counted. But at halftime, we felt very like we always felt we were going to get back into the game. At no point we felt like oh, this is going to be a rout. We're going to absolutely get hammered here. No, we just know we're always going to come back, and you got to give props to the manager for that as well. The fact that never say die attitude is back, and yeah, I'm just happy that it completely changed. And what you want to do is start the second half off on the front foot, I suppose you would say, and we done that. And I gotta give props to Shivy for calling that.
Yeah. He's got a lot of things right. It might be Eric 10. I was trying to think of a thing there. I'm not even going to. Eric 10, Shivy. Shocking for myself. I'm not allowing that. What about that second half? Because obviously it was very important when we go in. You assess certain things. Sancho didn't have a great game for me, if I'm being completely honest. Didn't think he was on it. Didn't work as a 10 from the start, which I felt like before the game anyway. I wouldn't have started him. Seems to have been doing better off the bench, at least as a 10. And then Weghorst, you felt like couldn't be utilised in the right way because, like you said, there was so much space in behind. When we get it, I remember there was a pattern of play in the first half where, Casemiro sends a ball in behind that right channel, and Weghorst just haven't got the pace to get in behind. The Barcelona backline get back, and then it's Stinger. So, did you feel at the time as well you would have made certain adjustments going into the next half? And obviously, important to start off the way we did in it.
It's clear that he was going to use pace because we'd seen that I think 2 or 3 times. Apart from the first time when Bruno got the chance, there was another time when he actually got the ball, but then Frankie De Jong actually beat Bruno with pace.
Yeah.
The ball and I was like, that's not.
He's quick, De Jong. Yeah, actually, he's quick.
Yeah, but he's not that quick. And then I was like, Ten Hag is not going to have any of this. Like, we need someone to be able to beat some of these guys. Adam mentioned a never say die attitude, and I really, really like that about the team. But I think what's even more important is, yes, that's important, but having tactics, having a style of play and a plan is really, really important. You can have all the passion in the world, but if you don't know what to do with the ball, or if you don't know how to break a team down, it's useless. It's not gonna, you
saw that with Ollie, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. They're just gonna run around, not have any idea what to do. But then these players have a clear plan with the manager coming in the second half, and you could see that was what rolled out in the second half throughout the whole game. And I was comfortable the whole time. Even when we scored, I wasn't even going crazy because I kind of just knew that it was coming. And that's kind of like a feeling that I haven't had in a very, very long time. Just watching a goal going and going like, yep, I knew it. So, yeah, so it's a really big one. I was also going to mention about Jadon Sancho. So on the team sheet, it did look like he was playing a 10, but then when they had the ball, it was kind of like a 4-1-4-1 because they would sort of line up with Sancho in the middle, but he didn't really operate as a 10 per se. And because most of the chances that we're trying to make were actually coming from the wings. So I think he was a bit quiet. Yes, he got the assist, but I think he just needs more time to kind of blend in with the team. And it's only going to do wonders for his confidence going forward because we're going to need him. God forbid Rashford gets injured. We're going to need people to step up.
I don't think Sancho got the assist, did he? I thought it was it not Bruno? Well, Bruno got the assist in there, and then it was...
No, it was Sancho who laid it in. Wasn't it Sancho who laid it into...
It was Shaw. Well, we were going to discuss the first goal. First goal, Shaw won it backheeled it to Bruno. Bruno shoved off the player, fed it into Garnacho. Garnacho had a shot. That was blocked. No.
And then it was blocked, and then
Fred hit it.
That's Anthony's goal.
So Fred's goal was off his shin, wasn't it? But didn't Bruno play that pass? Did he not?
I'm sure it was Sancho.
You might be right. You might be right.
Bruno got the assist for Fred, and there's no official assist for
right. Okay. Then I got it wrong.
Yeah, but like I agree with you to a certain extent with the formation, especially out of possession, and I felt like Sancho was sitting on Busquets quite a lot as well. because obviously that was kind of an important role. So he did play an important role to a certain point, but there were so many times when he got it out at his feet and very sloppy with it, very sloppy. And we were saying that on the watch along. What about our first goal then, Sam? Like we just touched on, Shaw does really well. Back heel, the awareness behind him. Bruno showed a bit of strength. I don't know what the defender it was who he pushed off the ball. Wish I could remember that, but he showed a lot of strength there. They thought it might get a foul. Play carries on, and then oh no, I'm talking about the second goal. What am I on about? That's not the first goal.
He's so excited. He's so excited.
That's the goal I've got stuck in my fucking head. Yeah. That's right. It's thing. Fred's goal. Please talk to me about Fred's goal. 47 minutes in, off his shin, right foot. The Chivy prediction comes to life.
Amazing. Like I think I said in the group chat, I said if we score early in this second half, I'm not worried. Like we'll win this game, and it's exactly what we did. Ten Hag clearly changed things. Anthony's on. He moves, takes Vegas off. He switches it round, so Sancho goes out, Rashford down the middle, and he switches everything around. And it just because he realised the Barcelona line was so far up, there was so much space behind there, so much fucking space, and all it needed was those balls behind it was somebody who had pace to be able to exploit it, and that's the players you want. You want Rashford, you want Sancho, you want Anthony. You want those guys who've got a bit of pace, who've got a bit of trickery, and get in behind the lines, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't expect Fred to score. I didn't expect Fred to be there, but fuck me, that guy. He had a 50-50 first half, but the second half he was elite. He was fantastic in that second half. Really, really good play. Look, cheeky little back heel, and then the ball in from Bruno, and then it's just straight past the goalkeeper. Fantastic goal. And as soon as we did that, I'm like, right, we're going to push this game. And we looked absolutely phenomenal from there on. We just, every time we attacked, we looked dangerous. And it's from that first attack. As soon as we got that first hit of confidence, we were off to the fucking races. It was great.
Can we just establish what the first goal was and what the second goal was? Because I'm getting confused here. So the first goal, someone talk. No, I know who scored, Fred and Anthony. But the first goal, how did Fred's goal come about?
Chivy, explain it to hhim.
Because I don't think any of us can remember it.
Please give us the lot of numbers.
I bought two Euro Millions tickets today, so fingers crossed. If you guys never hear from me again, just know.
That's fine.
He'll join one live in like 2 years' time on a beach somewhere, just with a fucking cocktail in his hand, saying, "How you doing, lads?"
Now, if I win it, man, I'm getting a box for real rest.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Anyway, Nick, you've confused me now because I'm actually because they were kind of similar, both goals, because they both came from the left. Yeah, they both came from the left, but it was I don't remember.
Please, someone pull the goal up, because we can't remember the first goal. I remember Fred hitting it with his shin. That's all I remember. I can't remember the phase of play before it. How we got into that position.
Yeah. It was a header. Garnacho wasn't even on there. It was
none of us know. Nobody knows.
Does anyone know who assists Fred?
Dave,
I know.
Dave, you're in the chat. Put in the fucking chat what the call was.
Please tell us that phase of play, because it's really important to discuss it. I want to know. We'll have to move on from that goal. Fred scores. We get back in it, Adam. Our tails are up now. At that point, did you feel like we could go on to win the game potentially?
I felt like it was our game to lose from that point on. The pendulum, I think I said it during the watch along, the pendulum have swung in our favour it had. And we're creating the better chances. I know they had, other than the Lewandowski penalty, I think their only shot on target was the Koundé header. Really, really good save by David De Gea for that. But they never threatened from then on. And as I said, I think it was our game to lose from there. And then we go up and we ended up nicking it then with a really, really good finish from Anthony, who he came on, and a lot of people, have been questioning the guy since he's come in. But tonight, I think once he stepped onto the pitch, he was absolutely phenomenal, and he's up there. Maybe not man the match shouts because he didn't start the game, but he was played a lot better than people who actually started the game. And like, if you're to choose out of, I suppose, Sancho and Anthony probably played the better of the two, but I know he came on for Weghorst. But the game changed at halftime, and that early goal said it. It did, that Fred goal, and I never felt like we're in danger here because the two centre halves phenomenal tonight.
Unbelievable.
I never felt worried at all.
Best partnership in the Premier League for me. I'm not even just gassing because it's United. I legit do. I think Saliba's fell off a little bit at the minute. I think Gabriel, they are a good partnership, but I look at the way City's going in a minute with Ake and switching up constantly. They're the most consistent partnership for me personally.
I have the phase of play. I have the phase of play from Dave. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.
Can we please go through it quickly?
So Barca failed to clear it. Sancho wins it back, slips it into Bruno, who fires it into Fred. Ball bounces up and then he shins it into the net.
Right. Okay.
That's
So
all
Sancho
against Milan.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, Sancho played a significant part in it, so we'll take that and then.
We're in your debt, Dave. Thank you.
Dave, thank you, sir. We can move on with confidence and happiness now, with no confusion. It's clear, I can see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we get the goal back, Chivette. Lots of positivity. Ten Hag said before the game, didn't he, to the fans after the Leicester one? He said we can win this together, and it felt like the whole stadium. Then, as soon as we score that goal, we go on to score another. Is that how you felt as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Before the game started, the lady on BT Sports said the fans requested that they don't play any music because they wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And I've never heard that before. And Old Trafford, I was so envious of Anfield with the atmosphere there, because you feel like everyone at Anfield is a fan. But with the size, with the profile of Manchester United, we have a lot of so-called tourist fans who just come for the day, don't really know the songs.
Yeah.
So these certain sections of the stadium singing, and other sections are quiet. But tonight, I wasn't there obviously, but it felt like the whole stadium was.
Felt like we was there.
I couldn't hear the Barca fans, honestly. I couldn't hear them because usually, because I've been at Old Trafford so many times when you could hear the away fans really,
Yeah.
Couldn't hear them this time, and I think they helped us drag the ball. We've heard this so many times, but this is like the fans kind of suck the ball into the net. And Adam, don't get any ideas.
Yeah.
Put the toy away. Put the toy away, Adam. Put the toy away.
But it was amazing.
I swear.
Did you just say it's a dildo?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh.
But yeah, it was one of those ones where it was just one of those nights where we couldn't lose. Like even if we lost, we couldn't lose. If that makes any sense, yeah. So I'm really happy. And can I just say, big shout out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well.
Yeah.
The way he's actually come on, and I know the change was tactical. It wasn't about him being bad on the ball, but I think Ten Hag just wanted a little more attacking influence. But big shout out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because to come back from where he's been and to be an integral part of the team, like he really played well. He did give the ball away a few times, but yeah. And like you guys touched about the centre backs, like we've come so far from Maguire and Lindelof, like in such a short space of time, where every time the ball goes there, I'm worried, and then Lisandro is there, or it's Casemiro, or it's Varane, and they just and they're not like under any. Do you remember the time where Lisandro kind of battles Kessie in the penalty box and just wins it easy, and I'm just like, wow, like how cool is that? Like, yeah.
The boy without the armband. That's the captain without the armband.
Build the statue. Build the statue now. Okay.
Yeah, finally, it was also good to see Fergie like stand up and he was smiling in the stands, and it was just one of those nights.
That's what I'm saying. All the build-up around it. You had the Fergie having the dinner with Ten Hag, all the ex-legends kind of there tonight watching on. It just felt like it was built for a special night, and that's exactly what we got. Sam, talk to me about Anthony's goal, because the finish was fucking sublime, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I went a bit mental in the group chat. Chivy rightly called me out on it. Will admit I'm happily wrong. I've been a bit frustrated with Anthony. Before he got injured, I was a bit frustrated with his the way he played, his lack of a right foot, his hesitations at times, his stopping of an attack, etc. But today, absolutely different class, fantastic, and that finish. That's why he uses that left foot so often, because he's capable of doing that shit. Absolutely ridiculous. And the volley, and the build-up play was fantastic beforehand. Like, this is your actual goal, Nick. Like the one you actually remember. Like the build-up play. Yeah, the build-up play was phenomenal. It's like little dinks, little passes around the corner. Bruno passes it in, I think. Garnacho has a shot, gets blocked, comes out, and then Anthony with an absolute pearl of a strike into the thing. He could not have put it more in the corner if he tried. Like, it was literally just where the fold of the netting is. It was fucking there, and like Ter Stegen, no chance. What a fucking I will admit I was wrong on every fucking level about Anthony.
That's the first on Real Red Stock. Can we clip that, please? Anyone who's got
absolutely wrong. Medvani Dallo in the chat. Anyone talk about Anthony's majestic control? Yeah, his touch and his control is really, really good. There's loads of comments. I'm just going to rattle through just a bunch of them. Yeah. Dave Lewis, Eric 10 inches. Man has big dick energy, swinging it all over Europe. I like that. I like that.
Fucking hell.
Medvani Dallo, David De Gea for Ryan Wan-Bissaka, Dallo for I think he's just naming all the players. We're all in the team last year. What a difference a year makes. Yeah, absolutely. Last year, a draw was celebrated as a win. Today, a draw is celebrated as a loss. That says it all about Eric Ten Hag. Exactly. Other words, Freddie's class, pretty much. Yeah. And then Danish Sagu, 2 minutes of silence, not for Barca, but 1.4 million paid to the referee association.
That's not that. The ref, mate, had some howlers of decisions. I know we already spoke penalty and stuff, but some of them are just like, how the fuck are you giving that there? Like, so many times where nothing was just going our way, and I don't expect it to be all going our way at Old Trafford, but at least, you know, keep it fucking 50-50. Go on, Sam.
Nick, somebody's asking, are you getting that Anthony haircut on Saturday now?
I mean, I won't put it past me. I would not put it past me. Silver hair now, though, isn't it? It's not. It's gone from like you've got Garnacho, who's got. Listen, we'll talk about his hairstyle, mate, because all game I was thinking Malfoy, Slytherin, or the Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Like, that is a bright colour he's gone for there.
He looked albino, didn't he? Like, he looked washed out.
Very bright. It was very, very bright. But look, he was bright when he came on, and so was Anthony. Yeah. So look, if that's the answer to the question, then why not fucking dye it blonde for the final? Who knows? Let's see what happens. I've lost my train of thought then. The goal was fabulous, wasn't it? Yeah. Who's next? Adam. Anthony's goal.
Phenomenal. The build up to it as well. Maybe a wee bit lucky with a deflection. I think it came out to him, but like, I saw you celebrate, and I was just a half second behind I was during the watch along. And I saw it, and then the replay showing it kind of just bounced up right before him. It did, and he managed to hit it then on the volley, and he hit it in the perfect spot. You couldn't hit him more perfect on the left foot, and he was the game changer. Once he came onto the pitch, he opened up all the space he did, and he doesn't get a lot of credit, a lot of criticism, especially about his pace. I saw in the last couple of months, but he showed it. Like, once the ball went in behind. Could have got an assist as well. I think on Rashford was going through on goal. He hit it a wee bit poorly, but he's the game changer tonight and the match winner. And you know, he's kind of putting himself in the window there to maybe start the final against Newcastle.
Yeah, it's a huge victory for United, and that we keep mentioning Newcastle, but that victory ahead of a big cup final, Ten Hag's first trophy. Imagine like. What this has done for the dressing room will be massive, but then winning that on Sunday as well will just be like, you'll be at an all-time high as United players, because we've been starved of that kind of, like, you know, them kind of performances and trophies for absolute years. So it's unbelievable as a United fan at the minute. Like, Ten Hag is, like I said, he said at the start of the season he can't work magic, but he is working magic because it's been phenomenal, flawless since he's come in. Should we do the, unless anyone else wants to discuss little situations in the game, I mean, towards the end, of like moments where you're like, oh, Lewandowski could have maybe thingy, but you had Varane clear it off the line as well in the right moment at the right time.
One thing, Chelsea got Graham Potter, we got fucking Harry Potter as a manager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, David De Gea with a shaky moment when he cleared that ball out, almost costing us a goal, and then he performs that save when Barca had nothing on. We were all the attack, and we could have ended up 2-0 tight. Another goal behind, and he pulls that save out. So, like, you know what I mean?
Got fingertips to the penalty as well. Like, it was very, very close to saving the penalty.
He did everything he could. Like, he literally did everything he could.
Yeah.
So
I was just about to mention that as well, because like Lewandowski like stuttered twice.
Yeah.
To kind of see where he was going to go, and the composure to be able to read it and get a hand to it. It was amazing.
Yeah,
so I'm really happy about it. Another thing I'd like to say about the game as well is we're all chuffed with the way Rashford has been playing, but it was a relief that now it wasn't like, oh, he's come to save us again. It was all that we had, really good performances from the whole team. So it wasn't just Marcus Rashford saved us again kind of thing.
Yep.
So that's what I'm really happy with. And I think there were a few times where they're going to watch it again, but there were a few times where Rashford could have played either Fernandes in or Anthony in. And he wanted to, but you can understand he's in a rich vein of form, so he'll always go for the shot. But it's good to have other players come in and actually perform well.
Look, well, that's what we're going to need towards the end of the season. It's going to be, but in my personal opinion, I felt there's going to be a point where Rashford drops off a little bit, and that's where you need others to step in. Anthony's, your Weghorst, all these guys are going to have to step in, and Fred and Anthony scoring tonight. But absolutely buzzing with that, and we're through to the next round. I've just seen the list of opponents before, by the way, who we play next, and not one of them are anywhere near the caliber of team that we played tonight. So yeah, positive signs at a minute.
Especially not Liverpool.
No. Right, let's do the ratings, because this is where you can talk about players specifically, individually, which we need to. We need to praise some of these guys. Start off with David De Gea in net. He had that, we already touched on the kind of mistake that nearly led to a goal that could have, but didn't. Got hand to the penalty, done as much as he possibly could, made some good saves, the same from Kunde as well. So we'll try to go through these ratings quite quickly, because there's four of us giving ratings here, so I don't want it to drag on too much. So if we can just keep it light, Adam, David De Gea, what rating?
Given the fact that he did do that mistake, nearly cost the goal, got a touch to the penalty, but he pulled off that big save, probably C+ today.
Okay, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's a bit harsh, to be honest with you. I'd go with a B+. Like, aside from the dodgy clearance, I thought he was really, really good. Did really well with a penalty, made that really good save. Apart from that, didn't concede. So I'd go with a B+.
Okay. Shiva? Your mic. I don't think your mic's on. Can you hear him, lads?
No, I can't hear him.
I can't hear him now.
Do you want to make it with your hand? Have we got
Hey, C, B.
Yeah. B. Okay. And Sam, you've gone B+, have you?
Yeah.
It's me.
I'll go B.
Okay.
I'll go B. Okay. Yeah, not Diego Dallo. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I agree with Chivy's assessment. Give it away a couple of times, but all in all, he's what you want from a Ten Hag right back. He's improved so much, and yeah, I don't know. Adam?
I think I give him what I gave De Gea too, kind of C+ too.
Okay.
I know there was only one point where he got caught out, but the one time that it was caught out in the right was under Bruno. It wasn't under him. So I think he had an alright game today.
Okay, so what are you giving him? C+, do you say?
C+, yeah.
Sam?
I thought he did better. I thought he was really, really good. I think the only reason he came off is because Ten Hag wanted to try and kill the game. I wanted to go for the jugular, so he brought in a more attacking option in Dallo. I don't think Wan-Bissaka did anything wrong, so I'd go with a B, solid B.
Okay, Chive, are you back in the audio room?
Hear me? Can you hear me? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
C+.
C+. Okay, I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. Raphael Varane. Rafa, let me just read some out for you. 100%.
Should we do as a pairing? Because I think they're on the same level.
Yeah, let me just read out. I'm just watching Anthony go back now. Unbelievable. Raphael Varane stats for his Barcelona: 100% aerial won, 43 touches, 30 passes completed, 9 times possession won, 3 clearances, 2 long passes completed, 2 interceptions, 1 chance created, and a block off the line as well. Unbelievable, in all aspects of the game. And I know some people aren't mega fans of stats and stuff. I understand it, but look, them two today, what are you giving him? I'll leave the floor to you, Adam.
You know what? I thought they were absolutely solid today. They, as you pointed out, the interceptions, they won everything, clearance off the line. I'm probably giving A-.
Yeah, I agree.
A-. Yeah, A-.
Yeah. Sam?
I'd give him both an A. Him and Lissandro and Varane deserve an A. They were absolutely phenomenal. Clearances, tackles at the right time. That I think off the line from Varane, even though in the end it doesn't count because he was offside, the Lewandowski, but phenomenal performance. Did not put foot wrong all game. Absolutely. Best centre-back pairing in the league at the minute. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And Chivy, would you agree with that assessment? A. Yeah, right. They're both getting A.
It was immense. Yeah, A for Varane, A plus for Lisandro.
I think. Yeah.
A plus for Lisandro. I remember there was once where he won 2 headers at once. But the thing was, it was the timing. So he times the headers really well, and he did. Yeah, A plus for Lisandro, in my opinion.
And I won't put him in the A plus. But I thought Luke Shaw was fantastic again. He's got this resilience about him now, where he's just dropping 8 out of 10. He's got into the same category like Varane does every game. Luke Shaw now, I can't remember the last really bad game he had, honestly. So I'd probably give him an A minus. Adam?
Yeah, I'd be the same. Build up in the goal, book him down the left side on his watch. Really, really good tonight, and he obviously played a bit more wide than he did at Nou Camp, and started there his natural position. For me, right now, I can't really think of much better left fullbacks in European football right now. So I'll probably give him what you give him.
Yeah.
What did you give him? Was it A minus?
A minus. A minus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sam?
Agreed. A minus. I thought he was really, really good. And again, because this is all I've ever asked from Shaw is consistency. Just make sure you're consistent, and he's doing that under Ten Hag. Like you said, hasn't had a bad game since I've seen him. Hasn't had a bad game.
Yeah. Is Shaw Bertle back, Trevor?
B plus. It's a very strong B plus. And just because he was just a little bit more quiet than the rest of them, but not to take anything from him. But I'll give him a B plus. And one thing I have to say is he's a man now. He's not a boy anymore.
Basically, he pushes a lot of people off the net.
And when Varane made that clearance, when they all went to to congratulate him or celebrate with him in the slow motion, I could see him there, and he had like a bruise. Luke Shaw had like a bruise. He kind of felt like a war scar. And I was like, yeah, he's getting stuck in there. I kind of like that. You could see, he'd been putting in a shift. But yeah,
definitely.
A very strong B plus. Yeah.
Nice. We move on to the midfield, Casemiro, or whatever you want to call him. Again, this might be against what people think. I didn't think it was his most sparkly game. I thought he was good, especially in transition at times when you're trying to get the ball in behind. It was quite a lot of times we got into the channel. But again, there was times where he gave it away a couple of times where in dangerous areas. So I didn't think it was the top echelon Casemiro that I'm used to seeing. I'd say it was a bit below that. But again, the grades, I'll leave to you guys. Adam?
Well, that's the thing. David De Gea makes a mistake and he makes a double block, then he does. And that keeps us in the game. And then we come out in the second half and get the early goal, and the pendulum is swung in our favour. Because if the ball goes into the back of the net right before halftime 2-0, we're dead. We're done and dusted. We are at that point.
Yeah, it's a big blow.
I don't think we're ever gonna. Yeah, it's a big blow. I'd probably give him a B plus tonight. Usually we're talking, when he's A minus and he's A kind of rating.
Yeah.
That's when it's going forward. But he done a lot defensively. I know he gave away the ball here and there, a few loose passes over the top, but defensively, absolutely rock solid again tonight. B plus.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, agree. B plus. Those 2 blocks was mega important. That could have been disastrous, and I thought he put his body on the line. And then he took that yellow and he did the same thing that was it Busquets did to Garnacho.
Dirty foul.
When he yanked him, but you knew they were in the attack and it has to be done. You just have to take yellow for the team, which just shows you the tactical nous of him. He knows exactly when to take a booking, when not to.
Streetwise, isn't it?
Exactly. So I think, B plus. I think he was really, really good. Not his absolute sparkling best, but he wasn't poor by any stretch.
Do it.
And I agree with everyone. He wasn't at his sparkling best. He wasn't in his kind of Rolls Royce kind of form. But the reason why I give him an A minus is because he was able to sniff out danger, and he was almost like a third defender sometimes. And there were times when I was like, is that Casemiro or Varane? because
Yeah.
there were times when I was mixing them up. And the reason why I would just go ahead of a B plus is, like I said, is his ability to sniff out all the danger and just keep us comfortable at the back. He wasn't sparkling, he wasn't glittery, but he just did a job, and he did his job really well. And yeah, he could have had an assist in the first few minutes of the game when he slipped Bruno in. So yeah, can I also just say, guys, Lisandro's forward passes were insane.
Yeah.
He was finding everyone like over the balls over the top. Like
When Anthony came on as well, he kept finding him.
Jesus Christ, yeah. So yeah.
One of the best in Europe at it, isn't it? On the ball, he's unbelievable. Adam, did Mrs. Gray want to get in on the ratings there? Casemiro, just want to.
What does your mum think? What does your mum think, Adam?
I know that the baby was just a bit jumping. He's still excited. With the result.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
That's what it is.
Yeah, of course he is. Should be. Many more of them to come. Don't worry about that. Many more. From one Brazilian to the next Brazilian, Fred. I mean, I said I might have said it in the moment after he scored, but I felt like it's one of Fred's best performances. I thought he was unbelievable in a lot of stuff he did today. I know you get certain things with Fred, but he was I felt like it was so important to the way we played. Like, he set the tone with everything he was doing, and I'd give him an A, but I appreciate people might give him a bit lower because of certain things, but I'm giving him an A. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Well, he had the goal, but I thought first half he gave away the ball very, very loosely. But Bruno was much the same as well. He got the important goal right after half time, and then second half he kept winning the ball back at times.
Relentless though.
Relentless, constant, especially pressing from the front. It was because we absolutely, I suppose you could say, condensed Barcelona to try and play it along the back, but we kept pushing them into mistakes when they tried to pass the ball into midfield, and he was a player that was important for that for us. I'd probably give him maybe a B plus today. Second half, I thought he was. It's funny. I'd probably give him, a C minus.
Two different ratings.
Yeah,
we say a tale of two. Yeah, we say a tale of two halves. It's a tale of two Freds. It is. Probably a C minus in the first, and I give him nearly an A plus in the second. Average it out, B plus.
Okay. Sam, I'm starting to think he's having a bit of Colombian marching powder before these games because his energy is off the charts, mate.
He's like, when you're at like a picnic or a barbecue and there's like a gnat just sort of buzzing round, and no matter what you do, you swat it, you try and flick it away, it just keeps coming back, and it bugs the life out of you. That is Fred on the pitch. That's what he does to opponents. Like, he just annoys the fuck out of them consistently for 90 minutes. And like Chivy said, if Fred could have a 90-minute performance like he had in that second half, he'd be one of our most important players. He's fucking phenomenal. When he's on point, he's absolutely fantastic. Also, stat from Dave in the chat. Guess there's only one other player who scored more than Fred at Old Trafford.
What?
There's only one more player who scored more at Old Trafford than Fred has this season.
Oh, this season?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, Rashford, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's mental, that, isn't it? The second top scorer at Old Trafford is Fred.
Yeah. Does he chips in? Chips in with goals, man.
So
what's your rating, Sam? Sorry,
I give him a B plus. I thought, again, first half, a little shaky, a bit all over the place, but second half, absolutely fantastic. So average it out, B plus. I think he was good.
Joey?
B plus as well. I think he makes up a lot from the first half. And the kind, he wasn't up to the game. I won't bit on too much about it because we can talk about it forever. But yeah, B plus with Fred, tenacity, his ability to team up, to press. He was just immense. I just wish he could do that. Just give us 90 minutes.
Yep.
90 minutes. And he deserves it. He deserves. I think he deserves.
I think he's what? Sorry, he cut out then. I didn't hear that.
You know what Ronaldo said. I would love it, and I think I deserve.
Oh yeah, I think I deserve. I think I deserve.
He deserves. I think he deserves the plaudits today. B plus. Right.
I tried to give you an A, Fred, but we'll have to go with B plus on average. Bruno Fernandes. Let's try and go through these quick, lads. Adam.
Probably B plus. again tonight. Popped up with an important assist. But tenacious, pressing from the front. I know he got the booking and gets stuck into Frankie de Jong for diving for that. You may as well, if he's going down, you may as well make him, stay down. And that started a bit of a brawl. But yeah, B+ tonight, I think.
Okay.
Good captain performance.
Yeah, thought he was decent. Again, like Chivy mentioned earlier, if he needs to keep his emotions more in check, because he's going to end up getting himself sent off in an important game. And as a captain, you need to learn to sort of tread that line where you need to be aggressive enough to sort of stamp your authority on the pitch, but not go overboard and then it's get you.
Like the Sandro.
Yeah, you need to don't do that. So you need to sort of measure yourself. But apart from that, I thought he was really solid. So yeah, I'd give him a solid B+.
I'll give Bruno a B. Really strong. And the only reason why it's not a plus, because obviously the first half. But say what you want about Bruno, even when he doesn't play well, he always impacts the game.
Yeah.
He always has like an assist or the assist before the assist. And that's why Ten Hag leaves him in. And a lot said about him, but people underrate his running, his tracking back. He got done by Balde so many times, but he kept going. And he frustrates me, but I really, really like him in the team. So yeah, B for Bruno.
Okay. And then we move on to the attacking line. We'll go through Sancho taken off at half time pretty much, didn't they? So I mean, I don't think Sancho was great in my personal opinion. I think it was very average. I'd give him a C, and Vegas likewise as well. I'd give him a C. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah,
C minus, both of them.
Okay, yeah.
C minus.
Yeah, C minus.
Yeah.
Like I think Sancho again is more effective as a sub than starting.
Yeah.
His touch was a little off, and Vegas just couldn't impact the game as much as he should do. So yeah, C minus for both of them.
Well, it's weird. Cause what would we give Rashford then? Because I don't think Rashford necessarily impacted the game really. It didn't do much for me at all. It felt similar to the Crystal Palace game where he was kind of ineffective. I know he can come up with the big moments and he has these things in games, but he didn't really have a sniff. Wherever he was on the pitch. So average performance for me for Rashford, I give him a C probably.
C, yeah. I had a bet on him to have a shot on target. He didn't even have a single shot on target.
Yeah.
That kind of says everything, doesn't it, about it? So
Yeah.
I thought when he played kind of centre forward, he kind of stretched the back line, created space for Anthony a bit more, especially on the left side. So an average performance tonight. Can't say he really done much wrong. He didn't misplace passes a lot of the time. He didn't have much. He didn't really have a sniff tonight. I'm just hoping now. Likewise, remember when he did play against Palace, he was quiet. The next game, he ended up getting a goal or two, and he looked quite electric. Hopefully, in the next game now against Newcastle in the final, he'll have a big game.
Can I just say very quickly? Sorry, Ten Hag's a quote that's come out. He said, "On Sunday we have a very big game." That's what he just said.
You cut out, Nick. I didn't hear what the quote was.
At the important part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Ten Hag said tonight was a very important victory. We got.
Oh, it's just cut out again. It's just cut out again. Say it in parts. Say it in parts. Just say one part.
Don't say anything before you say it.
On. Are we on?
Oh.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Third time. That's right. This shouldn't have out. So Ten Hag got asked. He said on Sunday we have a very big game, but a small beer is allowed tonight for the lads, basically. So we have a couple of pints. Yeah. Love that. Sorry to put you in. Cut in. Yeah, we're there with you already.
Mod two.
What we overall consensus?
C, yeah, average performance. Chivy said there was a couple of moments where he could have put Bruno in or cut somebody in, and he didn't do it. Apart from that, he was really quiet, so I'd say C.
Yeah.
But just really quickly, there were two occasions where he made the run, but Sancho was looking the other way, and he could have easily slipped him in. So I think which at least he gets a little bit of credit for that, because he made the run, and it was up to the to the players to actually slip him in. but they lost. But it's easy for us to see from here, and it's harder for them. But I'll go see, and he deserves a night off.
Yeah,
100%, 100%. Ten Hag, whatever it is you're doing, mate, in your spare time, make sure you do that yourself as well. Big game on Sunday, so go do your cycling, your golf, your jogging, whatever it is you love, because you're
dinner
doing
with Fergie. Dinner with Fergie Saturday night. That's what you need to do.
If you want a drink, have a drink yourself tonight. Put your feet up, mate. You fucking earned it. You absolutely earned it. Shout out to the
Make one last point.
Yeah, go on.
Just one last point about Rashford. Do you remember the Anthony chance? He could have squared it. Rashford made the run and he actually had beaten the man. So he could have had a goal tonight if Anthony had squared the ball a bit better. But that's taking nothing away from Anthony. I thought Anthony was good tonight, but Rashford could have had the goal had it been a better pass.
Yeah, Anthony was an absolute game changer, so big shout out to him. And if he's going to get a rating himself, he'd get a decent one. We only do starting 11, but shout out to the subs. Did really well when they came on. And yeah, look, we beat Barcelona. Massive, huge game. These games only come around every, once in a fucking lifetime, it feels like. But we got the job done. We're through to the next round. The list of opponents that we've got, more than capable of beating most of them, not to look too far ahead, but it's an easy list. And then we move on to
Ajax.
Ajax. It could be. Imagine that in the final or
Real
semi-final.
Reds trip. Real Reds away
they're
trip.
out.
Are they out?
I actually make. Yeah, they're out.
Who did they get beat by?
Union Berlin, I think.
Wow.
Oh, Berlin.
Let's go Berlin. Yeah, let's go Berlin. I like Berlin.
I'll take Berlin.
Yeah, we'll go there instead. It don't matter. The dream's still on. Yeah, absolutely. Right, we've got what day are we on today? Thursday. So Saturday we'll have the preview for the final. Tomorrow will be a breaking news show, and then we'll have a live watch along. And I'm going to turn up in a 3-piece, you best believe it, on that watch along.
I'm going to get a turtleneck. I'm getting a turtleneck for the review.
I've got one. I've got one. I'm on it. Don't worry about that. I'm turning up for that final, and I hope the lads do as well. So thank you for coming on, lads. Adam, thank you as well. I appreciate you was in the on the watch along with me as well. So thank you to you all, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Always a pleasure. Can't wait for the next one.
I want to shout out everybody who was in the watch along and the review tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the support. It's been fucking incredible the last couple of days. Pushed up beyond limits and stuff like that. We've done a massive interview with Jonathan Schrager. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. It's well worth checking out. It's a really, really good interview, if I do say so myself, me and Nick. And we might have another really, really cool one for you next week. So keep your eyes peeled on it. It might be happening very, very soon. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram. We're trying to get TikTok back. We're working on it. Just leave it with us. We will try and get it back. But yeah, thank you to everybody who supported us. Thank you to all the people watching the watch along and the review. Appreciate all of it.
Yeah. Eric 10-inch, let's go.
It's...